See what's working, what's not working. Oh, I put in part 12. I think. I did. I think it's 13? Yeah, we're at 13. Okay. That's fixed. There we go. Okay. Everything looks good there. Alright. So, we're gonna go ahead and play this until we finish it, because I need to close this out. And once I'm done with this, I will be putting YouTube on a little bit of a hiatus. It was kind of already on one. I am going to be... I'm doing some other projects that will lead up to this, but I will be doing the Adventures things back on Twitch. And eventually I'm just going to make videos here. But I'll be keeping these up.
Is this also a goddess?
No, that is an Amazon. They guarded our temples.
Didn't do a particularly good job of it, did they? Hello?
Said the young hero, and then asked the decisive question.
I've always liked stories, especially the story of the Knight Ni as he rode out to slay the evil dragon.
Yes, one of my finest.
You wrote the Knight Ni story?
I wrote all stories, so to speak. Boy falls in love with girl, hooker with a heart, happy ending, all my inventions. Everything since is just variations on a theme, really.
Wow!
I also invented the words and, wide, and jam, as well as the letters E, Q, and L. Oh, and the Oxford comma. The last has, however, not been accepted by the majority.
You said that the temple on the island was for the Nameless One?
That's right. Hundreds of years ago, the Nameless One grew ever more mighty, winning over an increasing amount of followers. Of course, the priests of the other gods were very unhappy about this, so they forbade the name of this god to be spoken, his symbols to be worn, or for prayers to be said to him. Those who were versed in the dark arts and wanted to use the god's power for their own purposes built this temple deep under the town. They performed forbidden rituals there and increased the might of the god. In return, he gave them untold power.
That doesn't sound good.
It wasn't. At some point or other, they were discovered and the temple destroyed. Shortly thereafter, the Nameless One was banished, and for centuries, all was peaceful on the island.
And then what happened to the temple? What happened next?
A few years ago, men appeared. They visited the temple and held rituals there, rituals we had not witnessed for centuries. Dark mages who had delved too deeply into old books and found the whereabouts of the temple. They built a machine, the purpose of which we can only speculate over.
Maybe they wanted to bring the Nameless One back to this world.
If that was their aim, they didn't succeed. The island lapsed back into peaceful darkness. I suspect the mages had been killed.
Ah, then my wand might have belonged to one of the Dark Mages.
I don't know anything about magic wands. I just know that for several years the temple has been inhabited by a ghost which never leaves.
And Remy's just gone there.
That reminds me of an old story. Shortly before the first amphibians...
Oh, here he goes.
Sorry, I just don't have time for long stories at the moment.
Of course. But just run along then. Check out the neighborhood for stuff and try to make sense of it all.
What do you want me to do?
Nothing. My vote would be to get the story moving again.
Mine
We
too.
agree that he has to complete a task for each of us.
But you don't know what happens on the island. It will be very exciting and very emotional. Oscar-worthy.
What's happening on the island?
Down here, riddles must be solved if you want to get any further. Just like in the good old days.
Okay then. A task. Tell me a story.
That's hardly a suitable task.
Storytelling is not easy. It has to be a creative, exciting story that meets my exacting standards.
Oh no.
Come on, gnome. Think up a story to knock us off our feet.
Well, a boy whose horrible relatives make him live under the stairs.
Oh, I guess we're gonna do this.
Then he suddenly sees a white rabbit with a pocket watch.
Aha! Gripping storyline, exciting characters. The first act is complete. What are the further developments and climax going to be?
Sure, we'll go Matrix.
Yes, well, then next he meets a man who shows him a red pill and a blue pill. Then later... he crosses the streams with his friends and so can defeat the ghosts.
And then, the twist.
He himself was dead the whole time.
Ah, very original.
Why dead?
You've got my support, my young friend.
So, one got down, 2 to go. Good day.
Do you wish me a good day? Or mean that it is a good day whether I want it or not? Or that you feel good this day? Or that it is a day to be good on?
No, I just mean hello.
If you're the god of puzzles, I have a serious bone to pick with you.
Why?
Why does everything have to be so complicated? An unlocked chest? Someone who just helps? For free? Is that too much to ask for?
Nothing worth having in this world simply falls into your lap.
Yes, but chess puzzles to open doors? Complicated machines in submerged temples, machines that must have been completely pointless when the temples were still in operation.
I agree. This is all just a distraction from the story.
I don't know what the problem is. Doing a little dance to create a flash of lightning? That's brilliant.
I guess the only way to gain your favor is by performing a strange set of tasks.
No tasks. riddles. That's all that matters to me. If you ask me a question I can't answer, you win my favor.
That sounds familiar.
But you're the god of
My
riddles.
first riddle for you goes like this. What has roots nobody can see, towers beyond the tallest tree, never grows to get this high, but reaches up towards the sky?
Roots that nobody sees, higher than a tree, but never growing. A mountain. Could be a mountain.
It is a mountain. Well done. Now it's your turn. Ask me a question. If I can't answer it, you have won my favor.
Let's see. What sound does a falling tree make, which is filled with the herring when no one is listening? What do I have got in my pockets? What is the answer to the question life in the universe and everything? Yeah, we'll do that one.
What is the answer to the question of life, the universe, and everything?
42?
41.5.
No, 42.
Are you absolutely sure?
Of course, I am the god of riddles. I am absolutely all-knowing. Others may get their sums wrong, not I.
But...
My turn. 30 white horses on a red hill. First they champ, then they stamp, then they stand still.
White on a red hill. Teeth? Teeth!
Well, I never. That's correct. Clever little fellow. Your turn.
What have I got in my pockets, sis?
Some bits of fluff and a ring, a shrinking ring to be precise, a mirror, a magical device that some people call a clicker, and no, that's all.
Wow, impressive.
Yep. Yes, God of riddles, all-knowing and almighty. Nice to meet you. My turn. Voiceless it cries, wingless flutters, toothless bites, mouthless mutters.
My grandpa.
Could you repeat the question?
Voiceless it cries, wingless flutters, toothless bites, mouthless mutters.
The answer is my granddad. No question.
What?
He has no teeth, yet screams and mutters and whistles all the time just the same.
And he does all that without a mouth?
As far as the whistling goes, I'm pretty much certain, yes.
The answer is wrong anyway.
Could you repeat the question?
Voiceless it cries, wingless flutters, toothless bites, mouthless mutters.
Death comes flying by without wings, bites toothlessly, and maybe mumbles something too. Although, the last time I saw Death, he had teeth. And fluffy slippers. Were there slippers in your puzzle?
No, and that's why...
Ah! Could you screaming, flying, biting, muttering, and whistling? That's obvious. The wind.
Oh, all right, yes. But that was easy. Your turn. Do your worst.
If you're all-knowing and all-powerful, can you think of a question that is so difficult that even you can't answer it?
Of course. I can do anything.
But if you're all-knowing, you would know the answer to every question.
Of course I know.
Here's the deal. You give me your favor, and we'll just drop the troublesome topic of omniscience completely.
With that, the actual task which I set, without your knowledge, has been mastered. You have won my favor, pedantic mortal.
And that's 2 gods in the bag.
All right.
Maybe the lake is cursed. I can feel something evil, and a chilling cold emanating from the water. The gods must know how to cross a lake like this.
Yes, we do.
What other gods are there? Oh, there they are. Oh, okay.
Hi.
Hello, my young friend.
What exactly did you want so I can cross the lake?
I would love to sing again, and I need a tuning fork, cowbell, or something of that sort. I haven't heard any decent melodies for centuries.
Something to make sounds. Got it. I have to go.
Go forth and create something.
It makes noise.
A small mirror made out of some strange material. It's really smooth, like wood, but it feels different. This little thing held enough light to illuminate a huge hall. And the light was collected from the stars? That's... wow! I always wanted to be a mage because of things like this. You...
Oh, young friend, would you like to hear a joke?
The god of humor! Wow! Sounds like you'd have a lot to laugh about.
Oh, of course! It'd be a sorry state of affairs if I didn't.
It is really bad if one constantly has to hear the same joke told time and time and time again.
Oh, you just haven't got a sense of humor. Listen. One politician says to the other, I don't know why no one likes us. We don't do anything. or do you know the one?
Yes, we know it.
Party poopers.
As you're in such a good mood, you'll help me get to the island, right?
Oh, comedians always have a dark side. It's not easy making everyone else laugh.
And what do you know about that?
I am the god of humor. I invented badumtus.
Yes, only so that people will know when they have to laugh.
Two cannibals are eating a clown. One says to the other, he tastes a bit funny. Hey? Hey?
Ha ha, that was new.
You see? Yeah, it's a tough business making people roll in the aisles. You lot just don't realize that because you've never tried it yourself. Hey, that's it! That's the task I'll set you, mortal! Make me laugh!
You want me to tell you a joke?
One that's so funny, it makes my stomach ache with laughter. Oh, it'll have to be a right royal rib tickler.
I don't think I know any jokes.
Oh, come on, everyone knows a joke. Most aren't of a standard high enough to make a god laugh, of course. But anyway, ask around and try your luck.
I have to go. Hi.
Hello, my young friend.
Have to go.
Okay.
Go
What about you?
I'm sure he could tell a great many stories. Long ones, too. But I'm worried about Remy. Sure, there are lots of puzzles to solve. But he's more likely to throw new questions at me than help me answer old ones.
Alright, what do we got with Ivo?
If I do my job right, then soon I'm going to be an enemy of the state. And looking at this regime, I'd regard that as an honour. Oh, I think this baby's trying to influence my mind. I've never had a craving for fish fingers with custard before.
Ooh.
No entry!
He's not particularly quick, physically nor mentally.
It's all learn English.
He's not particularly quick, physically nor mentally. He's not particularly...
Mm-hmm.
I'll let them have some time on their own. They've got to make a decision about where they're going to spend their life together. Not an easy decision.
Hello, you two.
Have we been introduced, sir?
It's me.
Probably just a friendly townsman, Gulliver. You don't mean us any harm, do you, good sir?
No. Goodbye. This disguise works really well.
I don't know what there is to talk about at the moment.
No entry.
I've got to get into the staff room, so that's where I'm going.
Of course you are. And I'm going to give you a taste of my axe.
You wouldn't hit me.
Despite the fat belly and skinny legs.
Will you please let me into the staff room?
Listening's an art. N-O. No.
Again?
Will you please?
Listen.
No.
He's not particularly quick.
Okay, I can go back up this.
Timmy?
Yeah?
There's a dark lake down there with an island in the middle with a ruined temple on it. I'm pretty sure that's where your uncle is.
Haven't you had a look yet?
I don't know how to get across the lake. That water looks suspicious, and the statues of the gods say no boat or raft can cross the lake.
How did Uncle Remy get to the island then?
I guess he knows the secret of how to cross the lake safely. So don't worry, I'll figure it out. Do you know any good jokes, Timmy?
Is this really an appropriate time for jokes?
I need a good joke to get your uncle out of the temple. It's a long story.
I've kinda got one. What do us rats like playing most? Hide and squeak.
Not bad.
It's not funny, because it's true.
Listen, Timmy, I found your uncle's shrinking ring.
He never puts that down.
It was on the edge of a suspicious-looking lake.
Perhaps he wanted you to have it.
I don't think so. He couldn't have known that I would follow him.
Of course he knew that. You wouldn't leave a friend in need. Everyone knows that except you.
I've got to get back.
You can do it.
Alright. If we go over here. Alright.
Hi,
She's
Ethel.
crazy. She might know a good joke.
Ooh, you always have this habit of creeping up on me.
Don't ask why, but you have to tell me a good joke.
Two hydrocarbons meet. One says, hi. The other answers, ah, go away, you're substituted.
Come on, tell me a joke.
That, was one. Old alchemist joke.
I don't get it.
If you're not part of the solution, then you're part of the condensate.
No need to insult me. I'm dead serious. I need a joke.
Your mother is so ugly, not even fluorine would combine with her.
Now you're even insulting my mother. I just want you to tell me a joke.
Oh, something like, so this cannibal cook says to the captive, can you please whistle when the water boils?
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know any jokes like that.
Oh well, then I'll use the one with the carbon thingy. I found Remy's ring. It was lying down there on the shore of a dark lake.
Oh, he never leaves that ring lying around anywhere. He's always saying that magic rings aren't a toy. You have to bring Monsieur de Dumas back to me. Us, in one piece, Wilbur.
I'll do my best. I have to be going, Ethel.
If you need stew, you know where to find me.
But with Remy's shrinking ring, I could fit.
Oh my.
Blocky seems to be engrossed in his work. As long as I stay down here and be very quiet, he won't notice me. What a hideous creature! A lot of the stuff here is made out of this smooth, shiny material. I don't know what it is, but I do know I find it kind of eerie. I wouldn't want to run into this doll in the dark. That must be him, Archmage Alistair. A trophy for the council leader. How revolting. Ivor and I have to get him out of there. Parents often say it looks like a bomb exploded here. Usually it's just an exaggeration, but here it might actually be the case. That thing's huge. I can't take it with me. This is Remy Shrink. Being shrunk is no fun at all. I should only use the ring when it's really necessary. One of the magic slates. One of the old pre-hair models. One of the magic...
Interesting that that's not turned into anything.
Better not get too close to the monster. It might have a taste for gnomes.
Yeah, I don't think it does.
Probably best if I leave the way I came. And I'm not going back to town until I've saved Remy. That thing's huge. Being shrunk is no fun at all. I should have... It seems Blocky is still the council leader's ever-diligent servant. As long as he's there, there's no way I can take anything from the desk. He'd spot me right away.
Oh, what else we got there?
The golden tin with the fireplace travel powder. I can't take it when it's right under Blocky's nose. The doll has a ring on its back. I wonder if you...
Love me.
Not again.
I've done a poo-poo. Shall
Oh,
we
God.
sing a song?
Oh, God.
Professor Weathervane?
It's not what it looks like.
So you're not trying to liberate the frog?
No.
No?
It's comforting to hear such a terrible liar. There haven't been many of them around here recently.
Then you don't want to call for help?
It would be my duty.
How can you work for Van Buren? Don't you know what she's doing to this city and its people?
It is not for me to judge her politics. I'm just a simple civil servant who must obey his superiors, no matter what they do.
Even if she's as mad as a cuckoo clock?
Since the death of the Archmage, Sybil Van Buren is my new employer, and it's my duty to serve her loyally.
I didn't transform the Archmage. I hope you know that.
Of course I know that. The very idea is... Archmage Alistair was Professor Doctor of Magic. You are just a graduate mage and not even a real teacher. It's completely implausible that someone like you could defeat the Archmage in a duel.
Thanks.
It was Chantal Van Buren. She cast a spell on him with that cursed wand, just like she's done with everything else, right?
That's right.
But how does she do it? It's impossible for a little girl to have such power.
We believe that she...
Stop. I don't want to know. I'm a loyal civil servant. I work for the council leader. The less knowledge I need to conceal from her, the better.
Please, Headmaster, you could do so much good. You could start by taking the chains off the jar.
Betray my mistress? Never. However,
Mistress.
well, it's time to call it a day. I will lock the door and admonish the guard troll to be vigilant. But the fact that I've seen a gnome here, perhaps I'll forget to mention that.
That's very kind of you.
I shall have to write a negative evaluation in my own file for this. Good evening, Professor, and good luck.
Not such a bad guy
Lock
after all.
yourself. No one is to get into the office. You hear?
Whew, that could have backfired badly. Being rat-sized isn't all it's cracked up to be.
Okay, now we can pick this up. Alright, I know what that's for.
This time, I'm just going to take the whole tin. It's for a good cause. Lots of papers, quills, ink stains and the like. Nothing interesting. Pretty thick chains, and I suspect Van Buren enchanted them to protect them against an open spell. Being shrunk is not... I should only use... We'll get you out of there, Archmage Alistair. We just have to find a way to get rid of the chains. We'll get you out. We just have to... It's an old model. I wonder if...
Welcome back, Professor Weathervane.
It's my old slate! The traitorous thing!
I only do what I am programmed to do. All evil is on your side of the screen, not mine.
Who ordered you to deceive me?
Username, Monkus Rules 1337.
I see! I'll take you with me, but don't get any big ideas about me trusting you again. If I have to.
Yes. Alright. We can resolve one god. I very much doubt the other one. Oh, what? Cancel.
Listen to this!
Oh, the music. Notes, semiquavers, vibrato. It's all coming back to me.
Not bad, eh? I'm a natural.
Oh, oh, aha! That's it. I thank you, Morty. I'm going to practice every day so that I don't forget the notes again.
Oh, great.
Unless I counted wrong, I've now done 3 of you a favor. So, how do I cross the water?
Walk.
Ha ha! You might be able to walk on water, but I can't.
And what about ice?
Ice?
Haven't you noticed how cold it is here?
That doesn't look like ice.
So,
And you couldn't have just told me that.
would it have been as satisfying that way?
Probably not.
I'm not looking for
But you'd better
satisfying.
hope nothing happened to Remy just because you delayed me. Remy must have figured out that the lake was frozen on his first expedition. He probably went straight to the temple. It looks like water, but it's actually ice. Child's play. Ah, whoa, ah, whoa. No problem at all.
Are you just gonna crawl the whole way?
Remy!
No, Wilbur. It's a trap.
You will bring me the wand that this thief stole years ago.
Who are you? Or what are you?
I am the gatekeeper.
You're the ghost of one of those mages that wanted to free the Nameless One, right?
The Nameless One must never be allowed to enter this world.
No? I mean, you're so right. Neither I nor Remy want that, so why are you fighting us?
He stole the wand. The wand is the key. Bring me the key!
We don't have that much time. We have to...
Your friend is growing weaker by the second. Bring me the wand, or he will die.
But we can't! Ah! All right! I'll think of something, Remy.
I know you will, Wilbur.
I have to get Remy out of there as quickly as possible. He seemed so weak. Maybe I can somehow sneak past the ghost, or, I'll sneak back over to the island. Now I know what maybe I can find a place to hide while I suss out the situation. Or maybe I can even go to get Remy without being noticed. I think this was once a mirror, just like the one over there. I'm not sure. Maybe the cultists required either sun or moonlight for certain rituals and used the mirrors to reflect it down here. The hand mirror is, of course, much smaller than the mirror that was in there before, but it should be enough for a small beam of light. The light doesn't seem to bother him. He hasn't moved from the spot. The mirrors project the light on precisely the spot above which the ghost hovers. That could be useful. I won't move it. Until you deceived me, you were pretty useful. But I don't trust you anymore. What a dreadful creature! The ghost lured Remy into a trap, and now it's using me to get the magic wand. That's probably the strange machine that cultists wanted to use for things. Doesn't look like it's been used recently. The goddess of art was enthralled with my playing. I think I have talent. The mirrors project a light on precisely the spot above which the ghost hovers. That could be useful. I won't move it. The tin has enough travel powder for at least 12 trips. Maybe more. I was in the temple and there's a terrifying ghost.
That's great. That gives it a little pep.
A little pep? My friend is dying.
And you have only a short amount of time to save him. This is exciting, isn't it?
This is all just a game to you, isn't it? But rats are dying here. If something happens to Remy because you wouldn't help me, then... bugger this for a box of frogs. I don't have time to waste on you gods. I've problems to solve.
What's the matter with him?
I've had enough of gods. I have to take care of Remy.
Can I still access the... let's see.
Timmy?
Yeah?
I'm still looking for your uncle.
Don't worry. I'm sure you'll find him soon.
Yeah, sure. If he knew his uncle was caught in a trap and badly injured, he'd be sick with worry. Or worse, he could march straight to the temple himself. I've got to get back.
You can do it.
Can I still... No.
The three of them took everything really important up with them. And Ethel still has a watchful eye on the rest. Probably best if I leave everything as it is. The basket will let Ivo and I exchange stuff. Very handy if one of us gets stuck at some point. That's the second most terrifying doll I've ever seen. The most terrifying one wanted to kill me with a butcher's knife. That's a long story. This little thing held enough light to illuminate a huge hall. And the light was collected from the stars? That's... wow! I always wanted to be a mage because of things like this.
Wilbur,
Took a few
Yes?
steps.
there's a fully grown troll with an axe in the entrance hall of the school, and he won't let me into the staff room. Is there another way into the school?
If we had some fireplace travel powder, you could get into the staff room through the fireplace.
Fireplace? I'm sure there isn't a fireplace in there. Presumably it's now a doll's house or something.
Maybe the fireplace in the library's still okay.
Worth a try. Just missing the powder now.
I have some here.
Oh, I love you, Wilbur. Stick it in the basket.
Headmaster Block has locked the door to the staff room.
So what are we gonna do now?
It's easy. I'll send up the magic slate. It can repeat the door code.
Handy to have a little friend who can do all the work for you. Thanks.
Now I just need a fireplace.
I don't know what there is to talk about at the moment.
Or fire.
Well, I could throw the powder into the fire, but what then? How do I make sure that I come out exactly where I want to come out? There are normally good reasons for distrusting magical objects and substances. However, fireplace travel powder has been used by mages for a long time. Accidents only tend to happen when several mages try to appear in a fireplace that's too small. Well, I could throw the powder into the fire, but what then? How do I make sure that I come out exactly where I want to come out? As far as I know, you just need to throw a bit of this powder into the fireplace and then get in it. As far as I know... I don't know what there is to talk... A more than strange-looking thing, but as long as it can get me into the staff room, I don't mind. If you're surrounded by enemies, a professional disguise can make all the difference. Hi, you two.
Oh, hello.
I don't want to confuse them with my disguise. They'll end up thinking it's normal being spoken to in a friendly tone by strangers.
Oh, I thought I took it off. There we go.
I'll let them have some time on their own. They've got to make a decision about where they're going to spend their life together. Not an easy decision. Hi, you two.
Oh, hello.
Wilbur?
Yes?
I've never used fireplace travel powder before. How does it work?
You have to throw it in a fire. And then you walk into the flames and concentrate hard on the symbols of the fireplace in which you want to come out.
Aha. And those are?
The icons on the fireplace in the library, you know.
I've never been there. Have you not memorized them?
Of course. They were...
I don't remember.
Owl, worm, and rat, I think.
You think?
I'm pretty sure. Unless it was a lion, polar bear, and caterpillar. At least it wasn't eagle, mole, and penguin. Or was it?
All right, I'll give it a go. That's all for now.
See you later.
Oh boy. Where is this gonna end me up? Where is this going to go?
Right then, bit of powder into the fire. Am I thinking of the right symbols? Those appear to have been the right symbols.
I think we've been discovered.
Shh. Hello? I'm not going to harm you. Wilbur told me of this library.
Wilbur! Is he well?
He disappeared suddenly.
He had to go underground. Supernatural forces now have the say in the school.
Ach, we know that. We looked through a crack in the door and saw that terrible woman and her daughter.
They didn't exactly look like intellectuals.
If the Van Burens discover this library, then you'll have to prepare yourself for a future of being coloured in with crayons. Don't worry, we won't let it come to that. However, to prevent it, I have to get into the staff room.
Then go. Courage stands at the beginning of a task and luck at the end.
The workplace of a bookbinder, I think. I can practically still smell the troll snot. Ugh. Right then, very carefully. Hasn't noticed anything. Now, must be really quiet.
I don't know how quiet this is gonna be.
As long as Van Buren or the headmaster haven't changed the code, I should be able to get through the door with it. The problem, however, is the troll. He'll hear the slate saying the code. The Archmage is in the staff room. I'm sure Wilbur would have said if there was an entrance other than the door over there. According to Wilbur, the door's locked, and it'll only open when the headmaster says the code. It's a good thing the library can disguise itself. Riots and revolutions are all too often accompanied by burning books. I've never been a big fan of hanging dead animals on the wall or laying them out on the floor. I'd much prefer them running around in a wood. Not all answers can be found in books. And sometimes the challenge is to find the right questions in the first place. He hasn't noticed me yet. As long as I'm quiet, the situation's unlikely to change. He hasn't noticed me yet. As long as I'm quiet, the situation's unlikely to change. According to Wilbur, the door's locked. The Archmage is in the staff room. I'm sure Wilbur would have said if there was an entrance other than the door over there.
I don't know why I keep going to the book. Like it's gonna give me a spell or something.
That's not necessary. The connection between the fire on the road and that in here still seems to be open. That's a stroke of luck. The little fire pit on the street's definitely not part of the official fireplace travel network, and I'm sure it won't have any symbols that I can think of. Why is there a fire here? Did you light it?
No, that was Wilbur.
But that must have been days ago.
We thought it was strange too. Aye, Wilbur must be a mighty spellcaster if a fire he conjured up burns for so long.
A mighty spell, maybe. But from Wilbur? Unlikely. I don't know what I'd talk to Wilbur about right now. And quite honestly, I'd rather only stick my head down there when absolutely necessary.
Ivo?
What?
I found Remy in the temple. He's caught in a trap.
Is he okay?
I couldn't get through. A terrifying ghost is guarding him. He really doesn't look good, Ivo.
We have to get him up here. Then I can take a look at his wounds.
But we have to get past the ghost.
Can't you cast a spell over it? You must know that.
I never looked into that. I always thought that was too scary.
Oh, I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, do that. I have a doll for you.
What do I want with a doll?
What am I supposed to do with it?
Why did you take it if you didn't need it?
It gives me the willies. So I thought to myself, you'd better take it with you.
That makes no sense at all.
Do you, want it or not?
All right.
I found Remy's shrinking ring. I can use it to get back to the school through the pipes.
Great. That should help us.
I have to get going. Don't get caught.
Good luck. Keep your ears stiff.
Okay, so if I go back to the library...
Excuse me?
How can we help you, O friend of the friend of books?
Can I cast a spell on a ghost?
I don't know. Are you some kind of ghost whisperer?
No?
So why ask me when you know you can't?
No. Can you tell me how to cast a spell on a ghost?
Ah, well that's completely different. We have several good books on grammar here.
Look, thank you.
I know all about that.
Excellent. So how do I do it? To be precise, I need to trap or render the ghost incapable of movement.
I think what you need is a magic circle. That's a symbol that you draw onto the ground. Ghosts are incapable of leaving this kind of circle, at least not for a while.
Sounds good. Do these symbols get drawn with blood or salt or something of that sort?
Actually, most people use chalk. But I'm sure you could use blood as well, if that's what you're really into. It's not really important how the symbols get onto the ground. It's a square with a circle over it that has to have exactly the same surface area, and a right-angled triangle must be placed into the circle.
Sounds like something out of a mathematics book.
Ha! Mathematics. This is about science, not some kind of hocus-pocus.
Oi! I heard that.
Alright, well, I don't know where the chalk is, but I'm pretty sure...
I have to go.
Bon chance! What's that wonderful saying? Better to be an ignorant traveller than to be wise and to sit at home.
Wait a minute. She is travelling and we are sitting here.
Alright.
I don't know what I'd talk to Wilbur about right now. And quite honestly, I'd rather only stick my head down there when absolutely necessary.
Nope, nope, not the book.
And quite honestly, I'd rather only stick my head down there when absolutely necessary. A more than strange-looking thing, but as long as it can get me into the staff room, I don't mind. Ooh, that doll's voice makes the hairs on my neck stand on end.
Ivo?
Yes!
Nothing.
Right.
Ivo's there. Everything's fine. Hi, Ethel.
Ooh, you always have this habit of creeping up on me.
Because I'm a creeper.
I found Remy. He's injured.
Ooh!
Do you have anything like a healing potion?
I'll prepare one at once. Will take a while if it's to be a strong one.
Okay. Please do your best. And do you by any chance know anything about ghosts?
Oh, superstitious nonsense.
That isn't quite true. There's one down there.
Oh, temperature changes, fog, drafts, no ghosts.
Look, there's a ghost down there and it's taken Remy prisoner.
Hallucination, suggestion, not real. Get Remy here, quick!
If you say so. You look after the healing potion then. I'll deal with the hallucination. I'll see what I can do for Remy.
Yes, quick, quick!
Maybe there's some chalk here. I mean, he doesn't know he needs chalk, so...
Probably best if I leave the way I came. And I'm not going back to town until I've saved Remy. Oh, Remy, if I'd have gone with you, this never would have happened. Or if it had, I could have got help. No idea how far down it goes. The cellar master spoke of caves and crevices reaching hundreds, sometimes thousands of meters down into the ground. The mirrors project a light on precisely the spot above which the ghost hovers. That could be useful. I won't move it. Being shrunk is no fun. I should only...
So, I think I need to do something with that mirror.
If I do my job right, then soon I... I'll let them have some time. They've got... Hi, you two. Hello, Sloth, Blout.
Ah, Princess Ivo.
About the amulet.
Protect me from ghosts. Works good. Not attacked by ghosts so far.
Could I borrow it, please?
No, then Blout unprotected.
The amulet depicts the magic circle, but it's not magical. Blout got it from the bargain bin for 3 copper pieces.
It could still come in useful.
It's mine. Won't give.
I would try to persuade him, but it's hopeless. He's almost as scared of ghosts as he is of the young Van Buren.
Blout, how about I give you you something in exchange for the amulet. I've got a stone which protects you from the evil eye. Ever since I've had it, I've not been hit by any curses.
Give you 5 gold pieces for it.
I don't want to sell the stone. I want to swap it for your amulet.
But Blout want to be protected from ghosts and evil eye.
A life could depend on you giving me that amulet.
Blout's life depends on keeping it. Perhaps ghosts come tonight.
This isn't going to work. Thanks for the chat.
You were like a beacon of light in the darkness of night, Princess.
What about unanimous? Or anonymous? Anonymous is something.
Hello, Zloff, Blout.
Good evening, sir. With whom do we have the pleasure?
You're having a laugh, aren't you? It's me, Ivo.
Princess Ivo?
Fat elf dressed up.
Don't be stupid, Blout. Only a shapeshifter could disguise themselves so perfectly.
Surely you recognize me?
Just in case you're one of the council leaders' people, my brother Blout and I are model citizens, and, we've never heard of any Princess Ivo.
Hello, Zloff.
Ah, Princess Ivo.
A life could depend...
Blout's life depends on keeping it. Perhaps ghosts come tonight.
This isn't going to work. Thanks for the chat.
You were like a beacon of light in the darkness of night, Princess.
Any talking here? What kind of desk are you?
Excuse me?
How can we help you, O friend of the friend of books?
What was that about the magic circle again? One has to draw a symbol under the ghost.
Won't matter 1 iota whether you draw it or carve it into stone or whatever. Just get it onto the ground under the ghost in some shape or form. As long as the ghost finds itself over a square with a circle and a triangle, it will be trapped.
Okay, got it. I have to go.
Come back soon.
He hasn't noticed me yet. As long as I'm quiet, the situation's unlikely to change. I don't know what I'd talk to Wilbur about right now, and quite honestly...
I mean, I can think of things.
If I do my job right, then soon I...
No entry.
Listen!
Huh?
I have to drop this off.
What is it?
A present for Chantel Van Buren. She requested it.
Take it away.
I would have taken it into the staff room, but as you don't want to let me in there...
Are you my mummy?
No.
I love you.
Make it stop.
Shall we sing a song? Oh, how I love having a friend.
Turn it off!
Oh, she'll stop of her own accord in a few days' time.
I need Betty.
I'll smash it.
And what would the little Chantel say about you destroying her new toy? You know, Chantel, the queen of pink and fluffy.
Blackmail, eh? That ain't gonna work with me. Ha! I can't hear anything.
There we go. There we go. Doesn't resolve the ghost issue, but it resolves a different issue.
After you, Headmaster.
469. 41.
Have a good evening, Headmaster, Madam.
Well, my little one, have they been treating you well? I'll get you out of here. I just have to take care of something first. The jar's been fastened to the cupboard with heavy and presumably magic chains. I wonder if... Aha! Archmage Alistair, are you well? I can't understand you. Blink once for yes and twice for no. Ooh, what does no blinks mean? Hang on, can frogs even blink? I think we'll need to sort this out later. I'm getting you out of here. Lots of papers, feather quills. This is interesting. A signet ring with the seal of the council leader. It's used to make laws and decrees official and identifiable. That means that until the council leader discovers it, I can pretty much pass any new law that I want. Right then, a new law. By order of the council leader, with immediate effect, the wearing of magic protective amulets is forbidden. Well, I don't actually need a reason, just because. Whoever is caught with such an amulet will be punished with severe cuteness for at least 6 months. Right, with seal and everything.
No, poor bloat.
No, quiet. Okay, let's go. I said quietly, Buttercup. No, the troll was not your friend. He was trying to kill us. No, I'm pretty sure that he didn't just want to play when he started hacking at us. Be that as it may, Archmage Alistair is safe now. As soon as Wilbur has rescued Remy and knows how we can destroy the wand, we'll need to leave as quickly as possible. Morning's approaching, and in all probability this will be the day that we see the return of a very, very frustrated council leader.
Do I have to? I'm pretty much sure I have to disguise myself.
I'm sorry to have to say this, but you are a criminal, Blout.
Blout not criminal. Blout stands here like good little ogre and sells strange things.
You're wearing an amulet, and that's against the law.
What it say?
By order of the Merchant Council leader, and with immediate effect, the wearing of magical protection is forbidden because, well, I don't need any reason, just because. Whoever is caught with such an item is to be punished with severe cutification for a minimum of 6 months.
Huh? No! Blout don't want to be little girl with pigtails. Got to escape, love.
Well, perhaps you can ask the friendly law enforcement officer to turn a blind eye.
Who's eye blind?
What he means, Blout, is if you are really sorry about this and you can see you've made a mistake, then maybe the daughter of the council leader doesn't need to hear about it.
Sorry, very wrong.
I will, however, need to confiscate the amulet so that you won't be tempted to wear it in secret.
Confiscate. Take away.
Oh, sure. You don't tell little girl, right? Blout want to stay Blout.
I'll keep it for myself.
Yeah.
I'm not going to send the amulet down until Wilbur's there to receive it. There aren't too many of these in the town.
Ivo?
Yes.
Nothing. I just...
Right.
I was there. Everything's fine.
Wilbur?
Yes?
I've got an amulet for you. It shows the magic circle symbol.
Is it magic?
Not in the slightest. But it shows the symbol you have to draw on the ground underneath the ghost to trap him.
Okay, got it. Thanks.
I've saved Archmage Alistair. Or the frog that we think is Archmage Alistair.
Cracking! Is he alright?
Yeah, he's okay. Got a few bumps and bruises. But it wasn't because I dropped him a couple of times fighting the troll together with a hippogriff or anything like that.
Ivo? Did you just say you rode a hippogriff into battle against a troll?
The Archmage is safe, okay? That's all for now.
See you later.
Okay. So, do I just shine it in the light then?
If I put the medallion on the mirror, then the shadow might... It works! Yes! The ghost can't leave the magic circle. I have to get to Remy, quick. Remy!
Good idea, using the magic circle, Wilbur. But it won't hold him off for long.
Okay, but we gotta get out of here, quick.
No.
No?
It's too late, Wilbur. The trap is probably the only thing holding me together.
It's not too late. A good healing potion or a powerful healing spell and you're back on your feet.
I don't have much time. Let's not waste it with impossible dreaming. I've only just found out what is going on with the wand.
What about the wand?
There were two brothers, powerful sorcerers. They amassed much wealth and power with the help of dark knowledge. They searched and found this temple. One of them went insane and left town. The other was killed by my grandfather.
Remy!
Shortly before the brother's death, he transferred all of his power to a wand. That power would only be unleashed if a blood descendant held the wand in their hands.
And one of the creators still guards his machine as a ghost.
No. My grandfather must have encountered the sorcerer by coincidence. He realized what the sorcerer's plan was and defeated him. He gave his life and never left the temple again.
You mean...
He guards the wand. Didn't want it to find its way into the hands of the descendant of the sorcerer. This place is evil, Wilbur. It changes people. The wall between our world and the dungeon dimension is particularly thin here. The influence of the Nameless One is strong. I think my grandfather has forgotten who he was. He only exists to protect the wand.
If only I'd got here earlier. If only I'd got to the island more quickly.
You're here. That's what counts. My death won't be in vain. And I have a friend by my side. In my final hour, I thank you for that.
You found the wand and gave it to me, but I don't understand.
Wilbur, in everyday life, the sorcerers were merchants. Their surname was Van Buren. Sybil married Montgomery Van Buren, the sorcerer's youngest son. Her daughter, Chantal, has a Van Buren blood flowing through her veins.
The first time the wand acted strangely was in the classroom. It must have sensed Chantal.
And when Chantal got her hands on it, she received all her grandfather's secret powers, but not his knowledge.
How can we destroy the wand?
It's explained in the second brother's Book of Spells. He spent his final years mentally deranged in the dark woods.
And the one brother came up with a way to break the other's power if it ever became necessary.
Yes. You must find the book and destroy the wand, Wilbur. Go now, my friend.
Remy!
The Resistance needs a leader, and I know of no greater fighter for good than you. Give this to Timmy. Please, look after him.
What happened? Where's Uncle Remy?
I'm so sorry.
No, but... You said you'd bring him back.
I tried.
All set to go? They're waiting down by the gate.
All right. And Timmy?
Esther and Nate are taking care of him.
Okay. You really are quite sure?
Yes. Remy said the key to the wand's destruction lies in the dark woods. And his death shall not be in vain.
No, it shan't be. I just don't know if we should split up. We're a good team together.
You look after the Archmage, I'll search for the book. Van Buren can't chase us both.
You're right. She'll be beside herself when she notices that the Archmage is gone.
Any idea how to bring him back?
Not the slightest, but I know how to find out.
How?
An oracle told me. I'll have to help a friend and will not know what to do. I must then find a flying pirate island and on it a building without corners.
Then that's your path. Come on, Gulliver. Let's go and see what Timmy's up to.
Yep. Good luck. Look after yourself.
And we should put as much distance between us and Seastone before the old witch realizes what's happened.
Come on then, Buttercup. We're trying to find a flying pirate island. That's where we'll find the answers. Too many questions. Cheap, here you are at last. We're looking for a flying island. Try to keep up this time.
I just got here.
It's quite fascinating how you can get other people to work for you if you know the right buttons to press. Your services are no longer needed.
You're going to bring the Nameless One back to this world!
Nonsense. Only an idiot or a lunatic would try something like that.
And I am neither.
So what happened to Remy?
It was a long flight, and it looks like I'm getting heavier and heavier to boot. Have a rest, but stay close by. The Oracle said that it was to be found in a building without corners on a flying island. And Tugator's the only flying island that I know. Let's hope we find a few answers here. Oh, that's deep. I wouldn't like to fall down there. I wonder what a flying ship? Just as one would expect on a flying pirate island. I could swear. Oh no, is that the Mary? That means... Oh no. What's going on there then?
Furthermore, you stole the prosecutor's fares, beat him unconscious, and damaged part of the island with magic.
We didn't beat that stupid monkey unconscious. He knocked himself out.
Silence in court. The defendant may only speak when asked to do so. And don't call the prosecutor a monkey.
May I inquire what's going on here?
Ivo?
Lovely to see you again, Critter.
Fat? Who's fat?
Oh, shut the grog up. This is a trial, not a bloody circus.
The Red Pirate, I presume.
You've heard of me.
Nate's mentioned you several times.
Only bad things, I hope.
Mainly that you sent the bounty hunter after him because you wanted your ship back.
The Mary is not his ship. I won it from him fair and square.
You cheated.
Of course. I just cheated better than you. Fair and square.
Silence in court, you spawny wazzock. And that's contempt of court.
Let me ask again. What's going on here?
Critter and I were arrested for no reason whatsoever.
I wasn't talking to you.
Idiots. Those two tried to steal my magic lamp, and they damaged the island. They also abused my friendship, and wanted to leave me here on my own, like everyone else.
The ugly one's renowned for it.
Enough. Those two will be judged fairly and squarely.
Then I demand a lawyer.
Silence in court, you spawny wazzock.
Apparently there's a near omniscient oracle on this island.
That's right. The people who aren't from here usually talk to him through mirrors.
Just guessing, but is it in that round building over there?
That's right and all. And you're not here because you want to steal from me. Or to rescue your friends.
No, definitely not.
We don't even want to be rescued.
You boys just carry on playing on your own.
Now listen here, young lady. This is a matter of death. Or a more painful, slower death.
Come on, Ivo. I can barely feel my hands anymore.
Don't you dare! You left without so much as a word, you human!
Perhaps you'd like to be the prosecutor instead, me dear?
What? What is that?
Oh, that! It's not what it looks like.
Not what it... Have you swallowed a watermelon?
All right, I'm pregnant. But I have not...
No sooner am I gone than you're all over the next guy that comes along.
I haven't been all over anyone. And you just scarpered off.
But just because... I'm not pregnant!
Just leave me alone, Nate Bonnet. I don't want anything to do with you anymore.
Quiet! Defendants are only allowed to cry out in despair when required.
I guess it's not required.
A house with no corners. Got to be it. The building's got no windows at all. This door appears to be the only way in. Nothing. I can't see anything like a door handle either. So that's, if one... no. Haven't got a clue what that is. A hatch in the wall. Nothing. A bottle, something like potato crisps and toilet paper? Enemax, the energy drink, provides energy to the max, +2 endurance, -2 intelligence. The stuff seems to consist practically of just water, sugar, and colouring. And now do I have to actually go and get hold of all this stuff just to get in there?
Oh, jeez.
Ugh, my feet hurt. It's too hot in here, and I've just had a row with my ex. Woe betide you if your information is not any use. I have more use for the empty bottle than the oracle. The door's locked. Buttercup bravely fought her way through the winds on the way here. Now she's exhausted. She's earned a little downtime. Haven't a clue what happened to the jetty, but I've got a pretty good idea who might have been responsible for it. Strange. Why are water snails stuck to the jetty here? Perhaps they thought it's a jetty and every jetty must have snails, whether it's standing in water or hanging in midair. I know these snails. They're called purple snails. They emit a smelly substance to defend themselves, which turns purple in air. It's used as a dye for colouring things. I'm not sure what sort of colouring should go into one of these energy drinks, but what's to say that purple wouldn't do the trick? Your defence strategy doesn't work too well now, does it? Whoa, relax, little guy. I've got what I need. The colouring's going in the bottle.
Frying pan.
A pretty battered pan. Looks like it survived an explosion. There are crusty bits of salt left inside there. A rag shop. I really don't like fussy clothes like the ones Mother always tried to make me wear, but I couldn't go this far. There must be some kind of middle ground, surely. Headscarves for bald pirates, swashbuckling patches, ripped rope for a belt. No, I can't be doing with any of this. Wait a minute, what's this? A hook could come in handy. Pictures of ships, pictures of women with malfunctioning clothes, and a petition. Nothing much of interest here.
Malfunctioning clothes, huh?
The water's pretty dirty. Looks like the trough hasn't been cleaned in a while. Nate talked a lot about his old nemesis, the Red Pirate. One of Old Red's bounty hunters must have got hold of him. I mean, not even Nate would be stupid enough to come here of his own free will. Something round under a cloth. It's moving. I wonder what's under that cloth there.
It's the horror. The horror.
Old Red won't spill the beans. Guards that thing as if it was his biggest treasure.
A deserted island that should be swarming with pirates. A few stone statues. The only survivors a collector of magical artifacts, hiding something the size of a head under a cloth. Let me guess. The head of Medusa?
Aye. She's dreadful.
I knew that. I was just testing you.
The head of Medusa is a dangerous weapon. Whole armies were stopped with it. I'd feel much happier if it wasn't in the ownership of an unstable pirate.
Look at the key.
I guess this key will unlock the stocks. If I was planning to set them free, I'd be interested. A rope. I bet it's good quality. Pirates know about that sort of thing.
Good quality or rope? Or both?
I should be able to attach the hook to the rope. Right, that'll hold. Nate often spoke of this island. He spent his childhood in New Old Town, but it was always his ambition to come here. Tugator, the flying pirate island. It was the place where a boy from the streets could make something of himself. For all I care, he can spend the rest of his life on this rock. Perhaps that's enough already? Nope, not enough. The purple secretions of the snail seem almost black at this concentration. As soon as I fill the bottle with water and sugar, the drink should look much lighter. Sea salt, enough for 10 tasty elf dishes, or 1 pirate dish. Excuse me, Your Honor, Judge?
Yes?
Those 3 signs above the hatch on the observatory.
They signify offerings. If you want to ask the Oracle about the weather before a long journey, for example, you place the things the Oracle wants in the hatch, and then you're given an audience with him.
Yeah, that's what I imagined. The Oracle wants some unusual things.
Oh, that's often the case. It's a strange being, and quite unabashed. We wanted to ban it from the island, but every time we tried, it prophesied what dreadful consequences that would have, and so we left it be.
Where do I get the things from?
All the shops are closed. There was a kind of accident, and the inhabitants of the island are temporarily out of town. I keep an eye on their things as their trustworthy and reliable leader. So don't even think about stealing it, will you?
Wouldn't dream of it. A judge cheating at cards? Tut tut.
That's not true. Pirate poker is a dice game. And, I don't cheat. In the past, maybe, but this is the new Tugator. It's all about law and order now.
In pirate poker, you play for high stakes, right? I mean, if we play and I win, then you owe me something, right?
Theoretically. In reality, however, I will win, and you will owe me something.
What, for example?
If I win, then you have to stay on Tugator for a year and keep me company.
Ugh. And what if I win?
How about...
Your best friend's life?
No. I'd prefer something real I can hold on to.
An elegant pirate outfit. Clothes and a hat and all the trimmings.
That sounds good. Agreed. So what are the rules?
The easiest way to explain it is by playing a practice round. We each have got a cup with 5 dice. The dice have the numbers 1 to 5 on them. The 6th side is a star There can be any number, like a joker. Roll.
But this is just a practice game, right?
Aye, this game doesn't count. Like a normal poker dice, you can throw a pair, 2 pairs, 3 of a kind, a full house, a straight and so on.
Okay, got it.
I've got a full house. Do you believe me?
Of course not. You're a pirate.
Not so fast. If I lift up my cup and I haven't lied, you've lost. So think about it. Am I telling the truth?
You're lying.
Bad luck. I wasn't lying. You would have lost. Well, let's just pretend that didn't happen. Now you have to tell me what you've rolled. You can tell me the truth or lie. The most important thing is you say something higher than me. You can also pick up any number of dice and roll them again. Just once, before you tell me what you've got on the table. So, put the dice in the cup and roll again, or tell me what you've got. What's it gonna be?
Four of a kind.
I believe you. Got 5 of a kind. Do you believe me? That was beginner's luck.
That was skill.
As soon as it's for real, your nerves are going to get the better of you. See those stones? You get 1 for each round you win. We've got 2 pairs. Do you believe me?
I believe you.
All right then. Roll again or tell me what you've got.
Three of a kind.
I believe you. I've got a full house. Do you believe me?
You're lying. That makes me the winner, I'd say. Four of a kind.
I believe you. Got 5 of a kind. Do you believe me?
No.
You're lying. Hey, I win again, right?
I've got 4 of a kind. Do you believe me?
You're lying.
Oh, you lost. Next game.
1 pair.
Nah, I believe you. I've got a full house. Do you believe me?
No.
You're lying.
Now I just need one more win. Next game. Three of a kind. Do you believe me?
I believe you.
All right then. Roll again or tell me what you've got.
I've got 5 of a kind.
You're lying.
Tell me, if I've got 3 stones and you've got none, what does that mean again?
That... You've cheated!
I didn't. And if you don't want anyone finding out about our little game, I wouldn't make a big fuss about it.
But... Oh...
My winnings? Thanks.
Yay!
It was a pleasure.
Now I can look like a pirate.
Excuse me, Your Honor, Judge?
Yes?
How's the trial going?
Marvelously. The accused is caught up in a web of contradictions.
This whole thing is ridiculous, and I'm innocent.
You see?
Why are you having this trial in the first place? I didn't realize things were quite so formal with pirates.
Aye, it's a new wind blowing on Tugator. No more impulse punishments. Law and order now rules. So it's safe for anyone to come back to the island.
The other pirates all mutinied and left, and now he's making out he's some kind of considerate leader.
Silence in court, you spawny wazzock.
I think I've interrupted the court proceedings long enough.
True. Now, where was I?
I'm not cross with Critter. He did disappear without a word like Nate, but he belongs to Nate. Where Nate is where you'll find Critter. For example, in the stocks in a trial. He didn't even hear me out. He simply disappears, he gets involved with some dodgy deal or other, and then he tries to make me feel guilty. Medusa turns every living soul who looks upon her to stone. That's ancient magic, thousands of years old. I'd love to help those poor people, but this magic's very powerful. Back in those days, magic was still wild and untamed. The water's pretty dirty. Looks like the trough hasn't been cleaned in a while.
Do I care? I do not.
Right then, the bottle's full.
Doesn't even acknowledge him.
interlocutor would appear to be a bit out of his depth with the trial. At least he doesn't give me the impression of being particularly professional. Pirates don't have much of an eye for beauty. They are, however, very practical. Everything that pirates might want is growing here, from potatoes to hemp plants. Potatoes for potato crisps. Well, it's a start. That should do. If I want to make crisps, I better cut the potatoes into thin slices first. I don't believe I can break the door open, and even if I could, the Red Pirate will probably set his hairy thugs on me. It'd be simpler if I could still see my feet. After we defeated the Archwitch, we returned to the temple where we'd left Mary. We flew her to Seastone and Nate fired off 3 salute shots. There were only a few injured. Buttercup's too tired to carry me any further. But I can't just steal the Mary. She and Nate are thick as thieves. She wouldn't obey me.
I don't know. You might.
That's Nate's lucky headscarf. He put it on during stormy weather. Critter and I used to poke fun at the fact that it was always a matter of luck every time he stepped behind the wheel.
Princess Ivo, what are you doing here?
Hello, Mary.
Are you here to break Captain Nate's heart again?
Did he tell you that? He left me, just like that.
But that's just ridiculous. He loves you. He left the ship full of hope, and 30 minutes later, he returned a different man. You said no, didn't you?
He just disappeared without a word.
But something must have happened. Otherwise, why would he have just left like that?
I woke up and wanted to go to him, but Mother told me that Nate had disappeared in the middle of the night with no explanation. I was sure that it was just a misunderstanding and that he'd come back, but he didn't.
Oh, sweetie, that is simply dreadful.
I was distraught, then angry, and after a while I started blaming myself. I'm a modern elf princess. Why am I acting like some silly little girl just because a bloke's left me? He was going to propose to me that night?
He had a ring and got himself a fine suit from the wardrobe. Yes, a proposal with all the bells and whistles. He was so nervous. He'd practiced the whole day, asked me what I thought at least 100 times.
He didn't ask me once.
But I didn't know that until now. I said some horrible things about you. But Captain Nate wouldn't stand for it. When he left the cabin carrying the ring, that was the last time I saw him truly happy.
Everything all right? You ready for action?
I will take my captain and his guests anywhere he asks me to.
Understood. No cruise without the great Captain Nate. Whatever the reason for him running, he shouldn't have just turned his back on me without explanation.
Not that I wish to defend him, but do you think he might have got cold feet because of your child? Oh, congratulations, by the way.
Oh, it's not his child.
What? You lying harlot! Go all doe-eyed at my Captain Nate and then go whoring around with someone else? And here's me, gullible Gertie, almost falling for your lies. Well, just you wait.
That's the same reaction Nate had. I have never and would never cheat on him. My pregnancy's a bit of a mystery to me as well. But hey, thanks for your support. Critter puts huge quantities of sugar in his tea. He gets that from Nate. Neither of them understand the rationale behind drinking tea. One heats water, puts tea into it, and then pretends that it tastes of something. Sugar and milk are just an interference. A good handful. That should do. A ridiculous amount of sugar. Basis of many drinks. We had a lot of fun with this wardrobe, or more precisely with the costumes in it. We had fashion shows every evening. Wilbur and Critter looked hilarious. Ah, happy times. Nate always insisted he hadn't got rid of the Red Pirate's dressing table because it wouldn't fit through the hatch. However, my theory is he'd missed the mirror. Chaos wherever you look. Nate is and always will be a pirate. Nothing's gonna change that. I'm not gonna poke around the wardrobe. Too many memories. There's a whole heap of coal glowing in the oven. Perhaps not enough to give Mary some steam, but certainly enough to grill half a pig with strawberry jam and pickled gherkins. Did I really just say that?
Yep. You sure did.
Mary's just like Nate. She jumps to the wrong conclusion and doesn't even give me a chance to explain myself. It's so unfair.
Did I miss anything? No.
A sticky-looking pot with, some sort of slime. We didn't fly a direct route from Seastone to the Elf Burrow. We made detours and explored Avantasia. Once we spent 3 days and nights drifting over the ocean because Nate and Wilbur tried to give the engine a bit more power. It was wonderful. The peace, the sea, the moonlight, and the two engineers making things worse each day. Nate and Critter aren't great believers in order. Ship shapes not to be found here. During my first days on the Mary, I tidied up after them. I soon gave up on that. Okay, I'll cut the slices as thin as I possibly can. The thin potato slices get put into the pan, like this. I've left the skins on. That'll give extra flavour. As soon as I've got the cooked potato crisps, I'll be able to salt them. Doesn't make any sense to do it before.
Fine. Gotta do it in the right order. It makes perfect sense to me.
Ivo.
What?
Perhaps I've been a bit quick to judge.
Perhaps?
If you tell me that you didn't cheat on Nate, then of course I believe you.
Thanks.
But if it is his child, then you have to tell him.
That's all a bit complicated.
We'll manage, I'm sure. Isn't it exciting? We're having a baby!
The potatoes would just burn and shrivel in the pan. Do I really want that?
Yeah, one item.
That's that then. The Archmage survived the long journey from Seastone to here well. I hope that the Oracle in the House Without Corners can tell me how to change him back.
I'm guessing I need some kind of oil.
When I saw Nate for the first time, he was sitting in this very cage. The bounty hunter Mazaz had captured him. He managed to convince me that he was a capable captain able to help me. I thought he was brazen and pompous and clumsy and somehow also very sweet. I shouldn't have got involved with him. The heart's a poor counsellor when it comes to matters of love. Wilbur told me about how he was responsible for oiling and greasing all the machinery in the gnome hole. I imagine the stuff in this pot is the same sort of thing. The pot's half full of fatty grease. Fat is used for cooking, but this? Whatever.
Yeah, there we go. Alright, into there.
Right. High heat, boiling fat, and thin potato slices. Should work. Oh yes, I can smell it already. Done. If I didn't know it was just my hormones talking, I could easily eat those. Now to add the crowning glory to the crisps. Salt. Ready.
Alright. These are all gamer requests.
That's Nate's favourite headscarf. I couldn't, could I?
You could.
Have fun with it. All right then, open sesame. Are you taking the piss? I'm gonna do cool and you can it up your you. I'm sorry. I really shouldn't be getting so excited. Let's try that once again. If you don't open this door this instant, I will personally ensure that this building is smashed onto the rocks 3,000 meters below us. Then I will set fire to everything on this island and allow the island to crush your broken body. And after that, I'll get angry. I see we understand each other.
Don't go into the attic, oh, you stupid cow! Oh, yes, strawberry tart. Don't go there, honey. He's only gonna cheat on you.
So you are this oracle?
Good guess, Princess Ivo. You're much shorter in real life.
What's this about offerings? Do you think I'm going to be your errand girl?
Well, you already have been. I can't leave this room. I offer a valuable service, and someone has to do my shopping. No, not that door. Right.
So, the pirates have provided you with everything you need to survive?
Correct. But then the Red Pirate went crazy and scared them all off the island. That's why I have to make do with coloured sugar water and disgusting crisps.
You ate that?
I had to. I have needs, you know. Oh, yes, marry her without a prenup. That's a great idea.
You told me in the Elf Burrow that I would come here. So you can see into the future. What's your game?
The mirrors show the future, or possible versions of the future.
Then why didn't you warn Wilbur or the Archmage what was going to happen?
How could I get their attention? Anyway, I only observe. I don't get involved. Oh, let him cry. He deserves it.
You're getting involved now.
But only because it's absolutely necessary. Oh, a boat! We're saved!
I've got the frog. I mean the Archmage.
I saw the battle! Spectacular! That little girl and Wilbur's wand. You couldn't make it up.
Is there a way of changing Master Alistair back?
Oh, that's not so easy. He hasn't just been turned into a frog. He is a frog now. Oh, don't go, Johnny! She needs you!
But he can be changed back, can't he?
Perhaps. His consciousness and his soul are in another place. But there is still a weak bridge connecting him to this world.
So there is hope?
Yes, but just a vague one. You have to... Wallop! Right between the eyes! That had to hurt!
How can we return the spirit of the Archmage to this world?
The Red Pirate has a magic compass. It always points in the direction of what you desire most.
Oh, jeez.
In the case of the Archmage, this is hopefully a way back. The lost Book of the Dead explains how to summon a spirit back into this world. But without a spark of life, he would die as soon as he returned.
A magic compass, a lost book, and a spark of life. Doesn't sound like a walk in the park.
That's why I lured you here.
Oh no. Not him. No, 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 no.
You need them, Ivo. You won't manage this task without them.
No.
You said that the Book of the Dead had disappeared. Are there any clues to where it is?
Well, it's in a place without mirrors. That much is clear. It was kept in the legendary desert city of Lorem Ipsum in the Umzu Desert. No more is known.
Lorem Ipsum? Now, where have I heard of that?
An ancient city that finally lost the battle against the sand.
I'll find it, and the Book of the Dead. I will get these 3 things and change the Archmage back. On my own.
No, you won't. I have seen a future in which you fail, Ivo. A future that you won't live to see.
Oh, but that's only one possible future.
True, but are you prepared to risk its occurrence just because Nate gets on your nerves?
Ha! He doesn't just get on my nerves.
I know, it's... What? That's never a valuable antique.
Ah, very well. I'll get both of them out of there.
It's not that easy. You're forgetting the head.
The head of Medusa?
I've seen it. Fortunately, just through my mirrors. It's terrible. If you try to rescue Nate and the critter with all guns blazing, the Red Pirate will unveil the head, and then no magic in the world can save you.
Got any suggestions?
You have to win the court hearing.
Would that not strike you as somewhat improbable with that judge?
Not with the right defense strategy. I haven't heard that one before.
Hello? Stick to the point. How am I going to convince the Red Pirate of Nate's innocence? Considering the fact that I'm pretty certain that there's a case to answer on every single count.
Of course Nate did everything he's accused of. But was it his free will?
What do you mean?
Say someone is controlled by a voodoo curse and kills someone. Is he the murderer or the one controlling the doll? Ugh! Oh, I wouldn't eat that salad.
What have voodoo dolls got to do with Nate and the theft of the lamp?
Act as his defense lawyer and tell the Red Pirate that Nate was controlled by a higher power. The rest will follow of its own accord.
That's insane.
Trust me, I can see through all mirrors. And anyway, I love courtroom dramas.
Sure.
Oh, that's all well and good. The question is, can I trust you?
What kind of a question is that? No matter what I say, you still won't know.
Maybe you're just telling me these things because you're bored and want to create a bit of chaos.
There are always exciting things happening in this world. I just want it to stay that way.
What do you mean?
Turn the Archmage back to normal. He can tell you.
Okay, I'm just going to go now.
Shh! He's proposing to her.
Well, thanks for your help. The Oracle says that I won't be able to change the Archmage back without my friends. Got to be done, I guess. Hey, Judge! All defendants are entitled to a lawyer, are they not? I will be their lawyer.
No.
Oh, really? Why not? Being the judge,
I'm all for a fair trial. No one should be able to say, I sentenced them to death unjustly.
I don't know if I want to be represented by her.
Shut up, Nate. The accused is only allowed to talk when their lawyer tells them to.
Well, what do you have to say in their defense?
He is not responsible for his actions. He's being controlled by a higher power.
Oh, the voodoo doll defense.
Not at all. There is a higher power which controls him and all of us, I think.
Oh, yes.
Indeed. Behold the water jug.
Oh, yeah. So impressive.
But the Oracle said so.
Oh, it would seem as if your higher power isn't cooperating, sweetie.
Perhaps it was just not paying attention. The deeds he's accused of are grave. But just like one can't accuse a troll of being insolent and smelly, one can't accuse Nate of objectionable behaviour and being smelly.
Hey!
He's just of bad character through and through.
Can he give examples? For the objectionable behaviour, I mean. The bad smell is quite obvious.
Making advances towards women and promises of a life together and then leaving her without so much as a word. In the middle of the night.
Certainly not sensitive, but in his defence, he is a pirate. What else do you have?
Proven imbecile, Your Honour. He is not compos mentis.
Oi!
He tried to steal from me. That's really bordering on madness.
And his IQ lies somewhere between that of a jelly glowfish and a cave troll.
I am not an imbecile, and I'm much smarter than a glow jellyfish.
He stole the Mary without any idea of how to fly an airship.
And did he not promptly crash in the Northlands?
I didn't. You're both really enjoying this, aren't you?
The court acknowledges that he's an idiot, but that ain't enough to lessen the punishment.
Granted, but I would like idiot to be highlighted in the records.
Sustained.
You... Ow.
What else have you got?
But the Oracle said this higher power really exists.
Please don't tell me that's your defense strategy.
Just shut up! Look! At the water jug!
Oh, yeah. So impressive.
But the Oracle said so.
Oh, it would seem as if your higher power isn't cooperating, sweetie.
Perhaps it was just not paying attention. But the Oracle said this higher power...
Please,
just shut... Look!
Nah, that was the win.
No, that was the higher power.
If so, then it could get that coconut down from that tree. That is impossible.
Indeed.
You, turn around. Now go ask your higher power how many fingers I'm holding up.
I can't really see anyways. Two?
2 fingers.
Ha! I knew it. All just tricks.
Strange. I knew that it was 3 fingers, but something made me say 2 fingers.
You knew? That's witchcraft.
Someone's watching me. They want to control me. And they want to drive me crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But they won't get me.
That was brilliant. How did you do that?
I don't know.
You mean there really is a higher power controlling everything?
That can't be.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, higher power! If you are really there, make a green unicorn appear.
No.
See? Just a figment of imagination.
Huh. All right then, release me. Come on, Critter, we're going.
Don't I even get a thank you?
I didn't ask for your help, and we would have managed fine on our own. Isn't that right, buddy? You see?
We don't have any time for this nonsense. I need your help, apparently.
Ah, so Princess Self-Centered needs some more help, does she?
I'm self-centered. You just scarpered off so you could play your stupid pirate games.
Critter, can you tell that person that at least I haven't been playing around in other people's beds?
Critter, tell this excuse of a pirate that I was not unfaithful to him. Even if I'd wanted to, I couldn't have been unfaithful to him. He left me.
Critter, tell her that I won't listen to this any longer.
Poor Critter.
Nate, it's about the Archmage and Wilbur.
What? What about them?
The Archmage has been cursed and Wilbur's wanted for murder.
That's nonsense. That little guy wouldn't hurt a fly.
We have to help them.
I can't. I can drop you off in Elfborough if you like.
That would be a start. The spark of life is there. My father has it.
Yeah. Let's just go.
Are you sure you'll be able to find the elf burrow? Right, someone's gonna have to go up to my father and ask him for the spark of life. Then we have to head off to find Lorem Ipsum. Hello?
I'm not going to help. That's your problem.
Well, I'm not over the moon about it either, but the Oracle did say that I needed friends in order to overcome the challenges that lie ahead of me.
Then I suggest you look for some. Farewell.
But you have to help me. I can't possibly meet Mother in this state. The gods only know what she'd do to me.
And quite rightly, too.
Oh, yeah? Then why don't you tell him yourself that you're going to desert him?
The frog?
That's Archmage Alistair. Didn't you listen to anything I said? And what about Wilbur?
I'm sorry. I can't. Oi, Critter! Come on! Just look what she's done. Critter!
Critter! I knew that you wouldn't desert me. And that's good. Mother must under no circumstances see me like this.
I was informed of your arrival, Ivo.
Well, Critter, now you've seen everything again just like you wanted to. Let's go.
What is the matter with you? Why don't you turn around?
Why don't you turn around first?
The company of that human is not good for you. That is why I told him to go away.
You did what?
What have you?
Well, I can explain.
Not necessary.
Helping her. Why should I? Just turns up and what the hell is taking so long? Critter, come on, it's time to go. Ivo's hippogriff doesn't seem very happy. Perhaps she's missing her rider. Or she's just hungry. Or both. Go over into the garden. There are plants and fruit there if you're hungry. Don't fancy greens, huh?
Cotton candy kind of diet.
Critter, what have you done now? Ivo's mother? Oh. Come on, let's get you out of there first. All right. Darn elven magic. Yes, I'll get help. Wait here. We waited for ages until Ivo's mother finally left the palace. Then it was pool time. Critter and me cannonballed in from the balcony. Ivo was torn between outrage and laughter. That's strange. When I was here last, that tree looked a lot happier.
Some things may or may not have been told to it.
Bob is still sitting where I left him months ago. Of course, he's not really called Bob, but his elven name is too complicated and long to remember. And he likes Bob. Hey, Bob.
Nate, my boy. What are you...
I rescued Ivo from Tugator, the flying pirate island, and brought her back here, more or less.
Oh, so you're getting on well again.
It's too late for that. Trust me.
It is never too late for that. Trust me.
Well, Archmage Alistair's been turned into a frog. By a certain Van Buren, some little brat who's running through Seastone and transforming everything.
A little girl transformed the Archmage?
Yes. No idea how she managed it. Ivo said something about Wilbur's wand. And he's in the Dark Woods looking for a book that explains how it can be destroyed. In the meantime, Ivo wanted to organize a few things needed to bring the Archmage back.
What sort of things?
Some book from Lorem Ipsum.
The Book of the Dead?
Yep, that was the one. Then we need a compass that belongs to the Red Pirate, and something called the Spark of Life. That's why she came back here.
I see. It's crucial we turn Alistair back quickly. He might have answers.
Answers? To which questions?
Something is stirring. A great evil. I have felt it for a while now.
The little brat with the wand?
No. Something older, greater, and a great danger for you, for Ivo, for everyone.
That doesn't sound good. But I wouldn't even know where to start. Ivo didn't tell me very much. Or perhaps I didn't listen.
I have the spark of life here. I will give it to my daughter as soon as she wakes. I can't help you with the compass, though. But I saw the lost city of Lorem Ipsum with my own eyes, long, long ago.
If I were to look for Lorem Ipsum, where would I find the ruins of the city?
Under the sands of the Umzu Desert.
Oh, really? Could you be a bit more precise? The desert's pretty big.
I can't remember the exact location. I set out from the Bremen oasis, went into the desert, and just followed my nose. After a few days, I saw the golden roofs of the town glinting in the sun as it set behind them.
So Lorem Ipsum is west of Bremen. But how far into the desert? How many days did you walk, and how quickly?
It was 3,500 years ago. What did you do last Thursday?
West of Bremen. That's a start. Your wife trapped Critter in the garden. Some thorny tendrils grew out of the ground, imprisoning him.
Oh, an old trick that all priests have up their sleeve.
So novices couldn't sneak out of rituals early, eh?
But the tendrils are very ticklish, especially under the arms.
They... all right, then. Your wife has hexed Ivo and imprisoned Critter. I'll free both of them, and
I would counsel you to patience, my impetuous friend. What has happened?
The Queen found Ivo in the garden. She's pregnant. Did you know that?
I hope that you are speaking of Ivo and not my wife. Of course I knew.
She's put Ivo into a kind of deep sleep.
Theodora knows wise decisions take time. It isn't a simple sleep. It's a kind of time out. For Ivo, time is standing still until her mother brings her back.
And when will that be?
As soon as she knows how she's going to deal with the situation. That could take months, or even years.
Years? She's got no right to do that. We have to bring Ivo back.
Just like the poor cat butters the bread of the barn owl.
How can we wake Ivo up?
Without the help of her mother, impossible.
Then we'll have to force her. She can't keep Ivo imprisoned against
We're gonna have to
her will.
schmooze the mother.
You won't have any luck. Fiora will defend her daughter. She thinks she's doing the right thing. But if you can make her see that she was not acting in Ivo's best interests, then I'm sure she would let her go.
I should talk to her?
Oh, you'd be dead before you'd stuttered out your first sentence.
Hey! Ivo seems to have coped well with me leaving her. Seems to have been in a rush to find herself an elven prince.
No, she didn't take it well. She was hurt. and disappointed. And no, she didn't throw herself around the neck of any elf prince.
I don't even want to know. I'd always loved her, but it seems to have been quite one-sided. Take care, Bob. I'll see what I can do to help Ivo and Alistair, or if I can.
I see a man with a mission of great importance that he would like to complete.
Like? All that work? All that danger? The stress? You've got the same attitudes towards stress as I have.
I can see through you, Nate. You made your decision long ago. You just haven't realized it. To do good. Be part of something bigger. Help others. We all need goals in our lives. And the greater the goal, the greater the reward.
I don't know what you're talking about, old man. According to Ivo, these are swords belonging to some of those who have tried to conquer the woodland realm. Nowadays, everyone knows it's better not to pick a fight with elves.
I couldn't allow him to propose to you. What sort of life would you have? You'd have lost him so soon, maybe just 50 years after marrying him. Or were you planning to go into the world with him and get old just like him? That would be terrible, and I told him as much. If one truly loves someone, then it's sometimes better to let them go. You know that I can be very convincing. The human spirit is weak. And perhaps there was a tiny bit of magic involved too. If only I'd known that it was already too late.
That darn witch! It all sounded so right. I was already across the sea when it became clear to me that I might have made the biggest mistake of my life. No wonder Ivo hates me. Her mother must never have told her what happened, or she blamed me for everything. Critter claims he doesn't know Ollie, but the family resemblance can't be denied. Ollie used to be a bookmaker, got involved with the wrong people. Ivo says I just make all this up. I nearly got arrested once because of a flower like that. I didn't know why they're forbidden almost everywhere, until I heard someone playing one for the first time. The king and queen keep gifts given to them by delegations from far-off lands in this room. Some of them are rather bizarre. The top hat might have been a present from a kobold delegation, although it's a bit too big for that. The top hat might have...
Release.
Tickle, tickle, tickle. No problem. Now you go and wait on the Mary, okay? At school, I had a teacher who hit us across the fingers with something like that when we were naughty. I stayed the full 2 weeks nonetheless. Education is the key to success. People say the water has a healing effect. Perhaps I should take 1 or 2 barrels of it with me and sell it. What I'd really like to do is go up there, give the old boot a slap round the face, and get Ivo out of this place. But Ivo's mother is a powerful priestess. She's probably got a dozen ways she could incapacitate me without me even noticing. I have to be careful. Ivo's mirror. When I was here, her fat bird sat in front of it most of the time. Why did she suddenly put Ivo to sleep? Did Ivo keep the fact that she's pregnant secret even from her parents? Could that even be the reason that she left Elfborough? Cheep Cheep, Ivo's bird. We don't get along. He's a puffed-up rooster, and he says the same of me. It looks like she's asleep. But her father said it's more than just sleep. Time's standing still for her. The Oracle on Tugador can look through all reflective surfaces. This is going to be a real feast for him. He loves drama. Maybe I can lure the Queen onto the balcony, grab Ivo, and... No, where would we go? It was his job to keep me away from Ivo. He made that more than clear any time I got close. I wish he'd done the same after I left. Her mother could leave her in this state for months, or even years. I have to wake her up. She doesn't deserve this, despite everything that's happened. Bob said that only she can wake Ivo up, and no one can force her. I have to convince her that she's not acting in Ivo's best interest. She doesn't want to damage her daughter or cause her unnecessary pain. Bob said that only she can wake up.
Harry.
Hello, Critter. Everything okay with you and Captain Nate?
That's all, Luca.
That's good. You just look after him for me, won't you? It always worries me when he tries to act the hero. Hello, Critter. That's good. It all...
Escuchas con la labor. Escuchas con la labor. Gotcha! Boom! Mounts, Fots, Gulilur. Mounts, Fots, Gulilur. Mounts, Fots, Gulilur. Box. Wait! Poludownik mu! Shaila!
Hmm. Well, I tried a hard rush on trying to get this done, but I keep falling asleep. But made a lot of progress this time. So, I guess we're gonna have an episode 14 on this now, and I'll try to get to it next week and see. Like I said, I need to finish this out, and then I can not worry about it, because it has been on my mind for the last month. You made it all the way through to here, watching it on a VOD, thank you. But I'm gonna go ahead and go. We'll see you guys on the next campfire. Do all the things. Visit my Twitch.